The Chicago Bears have some choices to make. They could have squashed this whole bug about trading Justin Fields away a couple weeks ago, but instead they decided that, hey, instead we're going to go ahead and leave our options open, which actually I kind of respect. Like, I respect the fact that this man is looking at everything because, hey, that's his job. He wouldn't be doing his job if he did not take everything into consideration and look at the totality of everything that's going on. I also know what you're thinking. Yes, Colton looks a little red getting back from Cancun for his boy's wedding. Yeah, it was a good time. But also at the same time, we are so happy to be bringing you back the latest NFL content. So it's been a big question over the last couple of weeks. Should the Chicago Bears trade Justin Fields? And I got to be honest with you, I can see both sides of the coin because on one end, you got to be really excited about the development of Justin Fields without largely like an offensive line, if we're being real, and a lot of weapons. Like, obviously Chase Claypool, I think he's going to continue to get better. I think that the Bears got some things going for him offensively, but you can see here from year 1 to year 2, yeah, this man definitely took a step forward. He is looking every bit of that franchise quarterback that we even talked about a couple of years ago when he was first drafted. We called it. We said he would be the Chicago Bears' first, he would be their first franchise quarterback that this franchise has actually seen. But yes, that first year, things still kind of getting the hang of things, but this year he was an absolute weapon on the ground, running for over 1,140 yards, had also 8 rushing touchdowns. Like, he's just a cheat code. Like, he could potentially be Michael Vick 2.0, but also I think we saw him take a step forward in terms of passing the football this year, through and completed 60% of his passes for over 2,200 yards, had 17 touchdown passes and only 11 interceptions. Like, I feel like we genuinely saw a quarterback that took a step forward in a lot of different ways. Now, does it need to get better? And does it need to get a lot better? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it doesn't, but at the same time, you got to give credit where it's due, and I think that Justin Fields definitely took a huge step forward, and he needs to be given the credit that he so rightfully deserves. But now, the Bears are in a spot where, yeah, they hold the number 1 overall pick. They can thank the Texans for that, and they've got some choices to make. So, yes, you've got right now, the Bears are there at number 1 with needs at edge, defensive lineman, offensive lineman, as well as wide receiver, I would argue. But the Texans most likely going to want to take a quarterback and offensive lineman as well. And it's not like if we look at the rest of these teams here especially, the Cardinals probably going to want to go after offensive linemen with a new head coach and GM TBD, as well as the Indianapolis Colts probably going to want a quarterback. The Detroit Lions are going to do what they want to do. The Raiders are going to want to get a quarterback. So, the fact that you have Justin Fields at this spot where he is coming off a better second year, you could possibly fool some other teams into trading you your first round pick for Justin Fields. Like, I think the Raiders would bite, and I think it would make a lot of sense for the Raiders to take a shot on a guy like Justin Fields. But, I think that Justin Fields really is a guy that he can help a lot of franchises. I think he can still win. I think he can still do a lot of different things for you. So I think it would be interesting. And I think if the Bears are going to be serious about looking at all their options, they should see what they can get for Justin Fields. If they get a top 10 pick for Justin Fields this year, I don't think you even debate about it. But, at the same time, I realize that, there's not a lot of NFL teams that necessarily are wanting to do that. They want to draft their own quarterback. They want to get their own guy in there. Absolutely love and respect that as well. So if you don't get a top 10 pick, and even if you don't get a first round pick, I think it's tough. I don't think you can give up on Justin Fields, especially having the year that he did this year. I think you got to be able to keep him. But again, if you get a first round pick, it's tempting. It's absolutely tempting because then you would potentially have 2 first round picks. And not even to mention the fact that, the Bears, they got some choices to make at number 1 too. They could trade out at number 1, go down to say 5, get a ton of capital for it. I think it would make a lot of sense because I think the Bears, I think they've got a lot of options, and I think it could be very, very interesting for them. But that's it. Should the Chicago Bears trade Justin Fields? Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about if the Chicago Bears should trade Justin Fields.